Hot take: Cincinnati throws the best parties in the Midwest. Don't believe me? Let's talk about the events that make 2025 a year you won't want to miss. Welcome back. I'm Sarah Jekyll with the Barron Group, and I love a good excuse for a party. Here are some of my favorite can't-miss events, starting with number 10 and the cutest on the list, the Cincinnati Reindog Parade. Yes, this is exactly what it sounds like. Hundreds of pups dressed like Blitzen and his crew, prancing through historic hills of Mount Adams, spreading holiday cheer and hair. Always on the second Saturday in December, this is the long-standing tradition for the city in its 34th year. It's not just for dog owners either. Families, friends, and dog lovers of all kinds come out to catch a glimpse of these four-legged stars. There's caroling, local vendors selling holiday food, and plenty of twinkling light photo ops. Pro tip: after the parade, stop by one of Mount Adams' cozy restaurants or bars for a bite to eat or a holiday drink. May I recommend the El Barrel's steak burrito? Thank me later. If you're not into dogs, well, this may not be the city for you. Just kidding, there are plenty of other events to attend. Like Danger Wheel. Coming in at number 9 is your excuse to watch grown adults catapult downhill on tricycles through Pendleton. Add water balloons, Elvis impersonators, outrageous costumes, and you've got a recipe for danger and fun. This July activity is as ridiculous as it sounds, and that's exactly why you should go. It's free, it's family-friendly, it's packed with food trucks and drinks, and all the proceeds benefit Pendleton's beautification projects. Make sure to get a seat by the hay bales. You'll be up close in person for the action, and you may even overhear a rider or two say they're too old for this as they fly off a jump. What fun! Number 8, the Northside 4th of July Parade. This is not your Americana Mason Parade. Sorry, Mason. This is Cincinnati's most colorful, creative, and community-led way to celebrate Independence Day. This parade is really special because it's hyper-local. You're going to have floats that are created by neighborhood businesses, performances by local bands, and costumes that range from DIY to straight-up cosplay. And after you catch your breath from 2 hours of non-stop parade action, the party continues with live music, grill-outs, and neighborhood hangs. It's peak Northside, fun, inclusive, and unapologetically weird. Speaking of weird, did you know that Avril Lavigne is coming to Riverbend next June? That's right. Grab your eyeliner and let's talk about number 7, Cincinnati's music lineup for 2025. Joining Avril is Simple Plan and We the Kings. Emo friends, buckle up those studded belts. Just remember, it's been like 20 years since pop punk's peak, so don't pull a hamstring in the mosh pit. For the country crowd, the Voices of America Country Fest in August features Darius Rucker, Hardy, and Bailey Zimmerman. Boots, beers, and ballads. Yeehaw! And of course, there's the Cincinnati Music Festival, which brings some of the biggest names in R&B, soul, and hip-hop to Paycor Stadium every summer. But the music scene doesn't stop there. From local bands playing at Fountain Square to intimate shows at venues like Woodward Theater, Cincinnati's live music scene hits all the right notes. Thanks for watching so far. If you love Cincinnati or you're considering living here, subscribe below and let us know in the comments your fave Cincy events. We keep this type of content coming weekly. Now, back to the list with a little snack. Number 6, Taste of Cincinnati. An absolute staple of Memorial Day weekend in the Queen City, it's one of the oldest and largest food festivals in the country, running for over 40 years. Every year, downtown Cincinnati transforms into a foodie paradise as 5th Street fills with over 40 restaurants and food trucks. They have fan favorites like Pata Roja, dope Asian street fairs bao buns, Grater's ice cream, and of course, Skyline chili. Gosh, I just wish someone would mix those last two together. Nobody wants to hear the 500,000 attendees collectively chewing, so thankfully there are 6 stages of live music featuring everything from local indie bands to cover artists so you can groove while you eat. Pro tip: go with a group and share plates so you can try more food, or just order 2 of everything and say it's for your friend. At number 5, we've got the Cincinnati Open, our prestigious slice of tennis greatness. It's been held in the Queen City since 1899 and has grown into one of the top tournaments in the world. In 2025, it will expand to a 12-day event, featuring both men's and women's competitions simultaneously. This tournament is part of the ATP Tour Masters 1000 and the WTA 1000, and it's warm-up for the US Open. If you don't speak tennis, like me, that means the matches are intense and you'll see some of the greatest athletes on the planet go head-to-head. Also, I heard their lemonade is really good, so if nothing else, come for the fresh squeeze. At number 4, we've got Riverfest, the ultimate farewell to summer in Cincinnati. This all-day celebration wraps up with one of the most epic fireworks shows in the entire country. Riverfest takes over both sides of the Ohio River with live music, food trucks, and family-friendly activities. The festival officially kicks off in the afternoon, but you have those die-hard fans who are going to stake out their spots by or on the river at sunrise. Yes, the Ohio River transforms into a party zone, which may be the coolest thing that's ever been said about it. Pro tip, if you're planning to be on the riverfront, bring a blanket or lawn chairs and maybe a packed cooler. If you wait until the afternoon, you might find yourself stuck behind a tree. Or worse, on the Kentucky side. Just kidding, Kentucky, we love you. The main event is the WEBN fireworks. It's 30 minutes of explosions synchronized to music and features tens of thousands of shells lighting up the sky. Whether you're watching from Smale Park, Newport on the Levee, or even from a boat on the river, Riverfest is a pretty magical way to end the summer. Number 3, Oktoberfest, Cincinnati. Did you know that this is the largest Oktoberfest in the US and second only to Munich? You bet your lederhosen it is. It's carb heaven here with all the German classics. Bratwurst, Metz, and schnitzel, warm potato salad, and pretzels as big as your head. Paying homage to Cincinnati's strong German heritage, Oktoberfest goes hard, with over 500,000 people attending. This festival isn't just big, it's actually record-breaking. Oktoberfest holds the world record for the largest group chicken dance. I'm not sure whether to clap, flap, or move away. Just kidding. All that bratwurst is great to fuel you for my personal favorite and number 2 on our list, the Flying Pig Marathon Weekend. Voted the number 1 marathon in the US, it's not just a race, it's a citywide party, and everyone's invited. From the full marathon to a 5K, 10K, and even the diaper dash for toddlers, there's something for everyone. If I'm not running the half marathon, I love to grab a warm beverage, post up outside of Rusk on Woodburn, and cheer on the runners with everything I've got. The old Sip and Scream is its own marathon event, though, so make sure to warm up your vocal cords a few days in advance. The runners need you. The energy is totally infectious, and the marathon wraps up with a post-race party down at the banks with live music, plenty of green space to collapse, and skyline to really settle your stomach. All right, we made it. Here is the number 1 event and reason to call off work in 2025. The Cincinnati Reds opening day. I did not understand the magnitude of this unofficial holiday and why parents pulled their kids out of school for it until I saw it with my own eyes. It kicks off with the iconic Reds opening day parade, which is basically a rite of passage, and if you're new to the city, just know that skipping it might get you excommunicated. You're guaranteed to see some familiar and famous faces like Mr. Redlegs, Rosie Red and Gapper. Oh, and former Red Stars, Pro Football Hall of Famers, and Miss America winners. If you can drag yourself away from the afterglow of the star-studded lineup, head down to the banks where the real party begins. Picture beer gardens, food trucks, live music, and thousands of fans who've conveniently forgotten it's a Tuesday. Finally, the main event, the Great American Ballpark. Even if you don't care about baseball, you'll care about the energy in the stands. Pro tip, get there early to snag a good spot for the parade, grab a local craft beer at the banks, and soak up the energy of what is easily Cincinnati's biggest day of the year and number 1 on our list. So there you have it, the top Cincinnati events to look for in 2025. Told you we could throw a party. We know there are tons of other unique events here in the Queen City. Which are you most excited for? Drop it in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your event-loving friends. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.